Okay. Okay, in the last video, I'm pretty sure for context in this video, I made sure that I didn't give Jeanette the pendant, and I'm trying to make it so that we can save both people in this instance. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm trying to save two people. And I think I secured, I went back and played through some of it and made sure that I met the prerequisites to get the ability to save the people that I'm trying to save. So let's see if I did.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram, I swear. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with Kine, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say Daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead!
Both of you, stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up! Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
If you both want to continue to exist, fuck, you're going to have to learn to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Both of you, how can you both be so misguided and ignorant? Both of you have been working against each other, but together, you'd be power.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
That's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
No matter what happened, you two need each other to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Because I don't think you could live without each other.
I'd be better off without her. Have you been paying attention? Oh, yes, Therese. Without me, you'd be free to remake this city in your own image. It'd be the first beachfront morgue. Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging all of your sister's plans.
More responsibility. So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up. But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you'll call a truce and run this place equally, then there's no need to kill each other.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
You both must have gotten along at one time.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
Then knock your heads together, don't you see? You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. Since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me the gun, Therese.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Thanks. You two were quite the handful, but it was fun. Toodaloo.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
I saw their name, and I think they have a new name, the Tourette. That's a badass name if it is their name. So, you managed to persuade the Vorman's sisters into coexisting. They've called off the feud with Tong. The feud has been called off. Tong is hiding in an old Oriental not far from the asylum. You must meet with him and get him to show you a way into the world so that the explosives can be saved. Nice. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Here's my zesty ass run. See, I've maxed humanity.
Call it in.
Crime scene. Gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
What's going on?
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and snatched up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
I just hope they catch the guy. The person who did this. Such a ghastly thing to do. Especially to a work of art. Bye now. You still up?
Specifically?
Tell me about the players of Santa Monica.
Who exactly?
Never mind. I guess I already asked those questions in a different episode. I'll have to rewatch the footage. But Bertram Tongue. Did I get a gun? Did they give me a gun? I got bread.
Just back off.
Nigga, I'm gonna bite your shit, nigga. Let me see if I can get a new gun or something. Nah, fuck. Fuck. I just want to see if I can buy some from Trick and then see if he's got any new weapons. Because I want a new gun.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
I need some guns, man.
Alright, here's what we got today.
I guess I can always use some bullets. Take it easy, man. Far out. So he's in an old oil tank rig. I wonder where that is. Let's see if there's a map somewhere. The oil tank. Alright. You said oil tank, so I'm gonna go to the gasoline place. That's how he jumps. That's how it looks like. That's a fucking ugly ass Batman ass jump. Oh no, this is the oil rig place.
Hurry on your way to the apocalypse! Always room for heathens in the cold and oily pits of the damned!
That's our guy. He's an ugly ass nigga. God damn, you got fucking cancers on your head.
Look who finally made it.
Got
Thought you'd never
barnacles
find
on
me,
your
huh?
shit. You knew I was looking for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted.
So, you're the man, Bertram Tom.
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
You do?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
That's great. So you know I survived. I think he's talking about the beginning of the game when they cut that head off of that girl who made me into a vampire.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I need to get in that warehouse for Mercutio. You know Mercutio? I have to assume you're acquainted.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
The Sabbat?
The Sabbat. Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all monsters, like it or not. I'm not gonna say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
But should I only expect to encounter humans there?
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
They know they're working for vampires?
Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade.
Can you get me in there without being detected?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Let me get a few things together first.
All right, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
Yeah, whatever. See ya. Okay. I'm gonna do this in the next episode. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any side quests that need doing.